got their issue with Dubois. We'll see what happens, but that's for them to overcome now. And it's a very difficult. And I have to say, it's right up there. You know, it's difficult when you got two fighters in the fight.
Something's not right, and Eddie Hearn just gave it away. Eddie Hearn told Daniel Dubois he should think about not fighting Alexander Usyk. He didn't say it in a loud or angry way, but his message felt serious. He called the timing very tricky, and that makes it sound like there's trouble. Why now? Why say this so close to the fight? It seems like something is going wrong behind the scenes, and Eddie's calm words made it feel even more intense.
Good, it's the same kind of thing. If after Zepeda I have a great opportunity for him, he's going to be working with Matchroom.
Right.
If I don't, he's not going to be working with Matchroom. And that's actually the right thing.
Things just got real. Usyk isn't playing nice anymore. Usyk didn't stay quiet. He said some strong things about Dubois, calling him greedy and even crazy. That's not just talking bad, that's personal. He sounded like he was joking, but his eyes looked serious. Why is he acting this way now? Maybe he's scared the fight won't happen, or maybe he sees that Dubois can't handle the heat.
Daniel! Where is Daniel?
Something's not adding up, and Adam Smith just made it worse. Adam Smith made things even more crazy. Getting sick right before the big cameras show up? Fans think it's fake, and Smith didn't say they were wrong. He spoke calmly, and that made people talk even more. It doesn't sound like the flu. It sounds like a big excuse ready to blow up.
Daniel Dubois gets ill just around the press conference time. A lot of rumors, speculation.
Frank Warren just said something that makes fans really worry. He didn't sound like a happy promoter. He sounded like someone watching everything fall apart. He talked about lost money, no clear answers, and things going wrong. If this fight isn't canceled yet, it's super close. The way Frank spoke, it felt like Dubois is already out.
Well, he's pissed off. I mean, he was a big fight. He's trained very hard. If you don't fight, you don't get paid. You imagine the cost involved in a training camp, booking places to set the camp up, bringing the sparring partners in, the nutritionists, the chefs, trainers and everybody, and you don't get paid. It's a massive loss. You can't insure it, or if you do, it costs a fortune to insure, but very, very disappointing.
This fight just turned into something way deeper than boxing. Duke McKenzie said it feels like Dubois hurt his own father. It's not about papers or deals, it's about respect. If Dubois really quits, it won't just make fans sad, it will hurt his name, his family, and everything he stands for. Now things are personal, and people are going to be mad.
It's just wrong, in my book. But you know what, I also think that, what he's done, it's like a slap in the...
Something strange is happening behind the scenes, and now even legends are speaking out. Johnny Nelson didn't just talk, he compared what's happening with Dubois to a huge mess from the past. That means it's serious. He said things are changing every hour, and that shows how shaky everything is. Dubois' team hasn't explained anything. People online are super confused, and even top boxing experts look upset. Johnny didn't defend Dubois, he questioned him. That says a lot. If this fight gets canceled, it might not be because Dubois is sick. It might be because of some big problem that no one's telling us yet.
What drugs you take, it doesn't make you a better fighter. It might make you stronger, it might make you fit. It doesn't make you a better fighter, and that's proof. So until...
Usyk didn't hold back, and what he said might stay with Dubois forever. Usyk called Dubois a quitter right on live TV. He didn't try to be nice or careful. This wasn't just fight talk. This felt like Usyk was trying to hurt Dubois' pride. He said Dubois gave up on one knee and looked scared. Usyk didn't sound unsure. He seemed sure Dubois isn't sick. He's scared. If Dubois doesn't speak up or show up, people will believe this story. They'll remember the loss to Joyce, the fear, and now the silence. Usyk just changed the story. If Dubois doesn't fight back, he won't be known as a challenger. He'll be remembered as someone who walked away.
Deserve this opportunity? Or is there someone else more deserving? Joe Parker maybe? Or does Daniel deserve his shot?
Yeah, I think Daniel deserves, because Daniel from UK. It's interesting for...
Tony Bellew didn't hold back. He shut down every excuse fans are using to defend Dubois. Bellew said loud and clear, a protector means low. That means the shot Dubois took wasn't illegal. He wasn't fooled by the drama. He said Usyk didn't cheat. Dubois just didn't finish the fight. Bellew spoke with truth, not kindness. He didn't try to make Dubois look good. He showed why Usyk is smarter, sharper, and too skilled. Now that people are saying Dubois might back out again, Bellew's words feel true. He didn't just stand with Usyk, he crushed the last excuse Dubois had. Maybe it was never about a low blow. Maybe it's about being brave.
He'll come across a completely different skill set than Alexander Usyk. You gotta remember he's been in there.
Tony Bellew just gave a warning, and it had nothing to do with punches. He says Dubois is fighting his mind, not Usyk. Bellew didn't talk about training or muscles. He talked about fear. He said Dubois still has ghosts, memories from old fights that hurt his confidence. The fight with Joyce. The moment he took a knee against Usyk. Now with everyone watching and judging, Bellew thinks Dubois is stuck. He said, this is the same fighter, and if Dubois doesn't change how he thinks, the same thing will happen again. That's not just his opinion. That's a serious warning. This isn't just about boxing moves anymore. It's about what's going on in Dubois' head. Bellew made it clear, Dubois might not be ready to win. He might be too scared to even fight. And now, with people talking about sickness or pulling out, Bellew's words feel very real. If Dubois doesn't show up strong in his mind, he won't be in the ring at all. Some fans already think the fight is off. If that happens, Dubois' mental state won't just be a problem, it'll be the reason the whole fight falls apart.
A body shot. But Daniel Dubois has got a lot of demons to revisit, and he's going to revisit them in this fight. I think he's in a different place mentally now than he was before the first fight. I don't want to say he's grown up and mature, because I think he's the same fighter as he was. It's just his mental approach is going to have to be different.
Dave Coldwell tried to give Dubois some hope, but then he dropped the truth like a hammer. Yes, Coldwell said Dubois looks more confident now. And yes, maybe Usyk is a little slower after the war with Tyson Fury. But that's where the good news ended. Coldwell said something simple but strong. Usyk is a different animal. That one line changes everything. He's not fooled by the hype. Coldwell knows Dubois can't win this with just one big punch. Even if people still argue about the low blow from the first fight, Coldwell reminded everyone Usyk was winning before that, and he would probably win again. Then Coldwell went deeper. He made it clear Dubois' whole case, his whole story is built on that one moment. Take away that low blow and what's left? A fighter who folded under pressure, a man who might be looking for a way out. Coldwell gave a little hope, but then showed the hard truth. If Dubois steps into that ring, he needs more than belief. He needs to be a new man, because if he's the same as before, Usyk won't just beat him, he'll break him. And if the fight doesn't happen at all, that tells you everything.
Dubois is now, he's very confident, very bullish, but Usyk's older, he's had more wear and tear. The fights with Fury have taken a lot out of him. Don't underestimate that. But Usyk's he's a different animal. It's a different animal. And ultimately, you got to remember, take away that one shot whether you thought it was low or not.
Lennox Lewis just gave Dubois the ultimate blessing, but the timing couldn't be more heartbreaking. Right when rumors are flying that Dubois might pull out, Lennox Lewis steps up and calls him the one who can do it. At first, it felt like pure motivation. Now, it feels like hope slipping through someone's fingers. Lennox talked about pedigree, preparation, championship mindset, all the traits of a true warrior. But none of that means anything if Dubois doesn't show up. And the pain? It's not just with fans. It's with legends, like Lennox, who believed. He wanted to believe Dubois had changed, that the ghosts from the Joyce fight and the Usyk knee were gone. But the whispers won't stop. Illness, silence, maybe a cancellation. Everything Lennox praised is now being questioned. And here's the sad truth. In boxing, timing is everything. If Dubois backs out now, Lennox's words won't just be forgotten. They'll haunt him. Not because Lennox was wrong, but because he believed in him. And when a legend believes in you, and you let it all slip away, that failure cuts the deepest.
It's not an easy task. But he's definitely the man that can go through with it. He's done the work, he's gone through the pedigree, and he's a certified champion. So, I think he has big hopes on doing it. He's going to do it.
Simon Jordan hyped it up like a battle between two titans, but that dream is starting to crack. He called it a clash of equals. Two physical specimens, Usyk with his elite experience, Dubois with his rising fire. Jordan sold us a gladiator war, but now that vision is falling apart. Because when one of those specimens might be pulling out before fight night, it's not a war anymore. It's a one-man march. Jordan spoke with passion. He believed this was the moment Dubois steps into greatness. But all the noise, the rumors, the silence, they paint a different story. Usyk's camp, laser-focused, no distractions. Dubois, surrounded by whispers, doubt, illness, uncertainty. And suddenly, all of Jordan's fire about hell of a fight feels more like hope than reality. Because if Dubois walks now, this won't go down as a super fight. It'll go down as the one that never was, lost to chaos, fear, and the sound of a man disappearing before the first bell even rang.
Usyk is a class act, a mature individual because he's older and wiser, comes from a completely different background. But Daniel Dubois is growing into himself. This will be one hell of a fight. This will be a proper fight.
When Tyson Fury speaks, the boxing world listens, but this time, his words felt more like a goodbye than a good luck. Tyson Fury didn't just say good luck to Dubois, he said it in a way that felt kind of sharp, like he was smiling but not really meaning it. He told Dubois to do his best, but the way he said it didn't sound like he believed Dubois could win. It sounded more like good luck, you'll need it. Fury talked about the one time Dubois hurt Usyk, that big body shot that made Usyk fall. But even while saying that, Fury didn't sound excited. He sounded like someone who already knew the ending. What he really meant was this: you had your chance, you didn't finish the job. Now you want to try again, and there's something else. People say Fury already told Dubois before, behind the scenes, maybe don't take this fight. So now that people are saying the fight might be canceled, or Dubois might be hurt, suddenly, Fury's words feel like he knew this would happen. Fury has been around boxing a long time. He can tell when a fighter isn't ready in the mind. And the way he spoke, it's like he already knows this fight is not going to happen. His message was quiet, but if you really listen, it hits hard.
Have a fight right now, Usyk, because I want the revenge in England. That's all I want. I want a fair shout, and I don't believe I've got a fair shout the last 2 times.
This was supposed to be a fight. Now it feels more like a slow breakdown, and Daniel Dubois is disappearing right in front of us. Everything around this fight has gone completely crazy, and from Dubois and his team, total silence. Not a word, that silence. It's starting to feel loud. People are talking. Eddie Hearn drops strange hints. Usyk keeps throwing jokes and little jabs. Some say Dubois is sick. Others say he's scared. But one thing's clear, this isn't just a boxing match anymore. It's a mind game. And right now, Usyk looks strong and ready, while Dubois, he looks like he might be falling apart. He's still holding pain from the Joe Joyce loss, still carrying the weight of what happened in the Usyk fight. And now, with the world watching, that pressure might be too heavy. Even legends like Lennox and Tyson Fury tried to support him, but even their voices can't stop the fear that this fight might not happen at all. If Dubois pulls out now, it won't just be a date change. It could change how people remember him forever. It'll feel like he walked away when it mattered the most. Usyk, he's standing strong, calm like a machine, focused, cold, unshaken. And now people aren't even asking if Dubois can win. They're asking if he'll even show up. Because sometimes, the hardest fight isn't with the man in front of you. It's with the voice inside your head. And if Dubois loses that fight, this won't be the start of a war. It'll be the quiet, painful story of a man who cracked under the pressure of fear, doubt, and silence.